Arsenal fans, how you feeling?
How
Man
you
U fans.
feeling? How you feeling?
Man U fans, how you
How you
feeling?
feeling? Listen, I'm coming straight with fire today because
Fire,
I am
smoke.
I am on 10 today because what a weekend of football.
Our favourite clubs were on. This was a banter week of
This
football.
was a banner week of football.
My word of the season is banter.
Banter. So
let's start. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Right.
We've got to. Do you know what? Right, there's so many talking points this week. I feel like we just have to. We can't even cover all the games. I feel like
we'll skip the banter games. That's what we always do.
Right. So.
Right. Let's do banter games first then. Okay.
Banter games first.
Banter games on Saturday. Ipswich, Fulham, 1-1.
Can't be asked.
Sammy Schmodix didn't score, so I don't care.
Yeah, don't care unless it's Sammy.
Don't care.
Sammy Schmodix will get an honourable mention every single week.
I love Schmodders.
If we do not make everyone Sammy Schmods stands, we ain't doing something right.
Yeah.
Shout out Sammy Schmodix every time.
Big up Schmodders. Then we had Forest, Wolves, 1-1.
Chris Wood's bagging though.
Don't chat to me about that because I'll start talking about fantasy and that's for another week. Like, anyway, what else is banner? Leicester Villa, 2-1 Villa. Saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Onana bagged again. Duran bagged again.
Predictable.
Ollie Watkins did not bag.
Predictable.
It's a joke. Those are all the banter fixtures.
So this week...
West Ham City, because that wasn't really that exciting. It was 3-1 City.
We'll touch a bit on Man U City though, because I need to talk about Haaland because that man I'm convinced is not real.
Okay.
Right. So we've got, as Liverpool fans, I'm going straight steamrolling.
No, we can't.
Why?
Because there's too much to talk about on Saturday and I like chronology.
Okay. Saturday
12:30 kickoff. TNT Sport, baby.
Ali McCoy's in the
Ali McCoy's in the commentary box.
And do you know what though? Honourable mention for Ali McCoy's. Ali McCoy's could make the most boring games of football
sound exciting.
Sound like
I need a Ali McCoy Stuart Pearce combo.
Anyone who listens to football, this is another thing. We listen to football on the radio all the time.
Yeah. How pathetic.
Get Stuart Pearce on a game, hilarious.
So
there is
funny.
Nobody funnier. But early doors, 12:30, Arsenal Brighton.
We're at the Emirates, baby. I was expecting goals.
I was expecting goals too. I was surprised.
My favourite centre forward in the world, Kai Havertz, scored.
Do you know what though? Right, we've got to give Kai Havertz a bit of because
who's we?
Excuse me.
Who's we?
Excuse me. Right, credit where's credit. No, credit where credit's due because you can't stand Mr. Havertz, but nope. Kai Havertz, right, I've got to take back some of my slander. Nope. He's gaining a football brain.
Is he though?
Yeah, no. Just let Kai do a little something.
If he can throw one limb at the ball, because he's about 6'5".
Yeah. She don't rate Kai.
If he can throw a limb at the ball, there's a 50-50 chance it's going in the goal. I cannot rate Kai Havertz, man. Like, I can't.
No, Kai was doing all right.
Okay, I'll give him a bit of leeway. Kai Havertz in the 9 is not the worst thing in the world.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
It could be worse. Kai Havertz in the 10.
Oh, not too much now. Not too far.
I can't.
Not too far.
That, if I get violent,
we ain't taking a trip down the yellow brick road for that one. Just relax. Right. So, I cannot believe
Declan Rice got sent off.
We have to go straight into that because,
but not only sent off for a second yellow.
Right.
Crazy.
I'm just saying this right now.
Mm-hmm.
The refereeing in the Premier League
has to be stopped.
Some sort of conspiracy theory.
Howard Webb, is he still in charge? He's got to go to jail for conspiracy to commit fraud. He's got to be imprisoned.
Own shares in Brighton Football Club because I can't understand how any
he owns shares in Joel Veltman. Period. He pays for Veltman's house.
First of all, there was no control over the game in terms of the refereeing standards.
I haven't seen anything from the game.
You haven't seen? I watched it live.
I saw the incident for the second yellow, but I didn't see the incident for the first.
I watched it live and I watched it again on Match Today and obviously saw it in clips. Can somebody please explain to me why Declan Rice has been sent off? Right.
Hang on. If you look at the laws of the game, he should have been sent off on paper. He should have been sent off on paper. For what they're saying he got sent off for, because they said that they was trying to say that he got his second yellow for dissent.
They originally said dissent. Now, if you literally does tell the ref to F off.
Of course he does.
Of course he does. But then you can't even, But the thing is though, then they said, so it seems like at first, when the referee blew for that incident, I thought Veltman was going to get sent off because Veltman kicks out way above the ball, nearly up to the knee. It was about Rice, me, to be honest. And Declan Rice has gone on the floor. So I'm thinking, he's kicked out off the ball there, and he's going to get a sending off. When the referee pulled out the second yellow, I've never been so baffled in all of my existence. How on earth? That's why when they said dissent, I thought, okay, he must have said something. Because I'm thinking, looking at this, I can't see what Declan Rice has done wrong
they
here.
said dissent because it was going back and forth between dissent and kicking the ball away. But then Arsenal fans are screaming because about 5 minutes in, João Pedro...
He did.
Rocketed the ball into the top of the Emirates.
The ball up into the North Circular. and nothing happens. And Arteta is literally bursting out of his veins when it happens. But rightly so, though. He's literally volleyed the ball halfway down the stadium. Yeah, you can't do that. And the referee doesn't even, not even a little talking to, like, none of that.
None of that, man.
So to then, and this is the argument, right? So to rewind... So the referees are saying that they've given Declan Rice a yellow card, second yellow, which has led to the red, for allegedly kicking the ball away or delaying the restart.
Delaying the restart.
Delaying the restart.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at BBC Sport as we speak. Yeah, not Veltman getting the player of the match.
Oh, it's spanner. So this is what I don't understand. So that's what they're saying they've given it for. I'm confused for a number of reasons. Number one, the ball is in motion. So regardless of whether Declan Rice is obstructing Veltman, he cannot take the free kick anyway because the ball is not dead. Number one. Number two, Veltman then seemingly seems to kick the ball into the feet of Declan Rice.
Yeah.
So where is Declan Rice supposed to put his foot?
Yeah.
Number two.
I'm just going to read what BBC Sport have said.
Go ahead.
Right. Boss Mikel Arteta had his head in his hands when, having already been booked for a late foul on Veltman, midfielder Rice nudged the ball away from the Dutchman and knew a second yellow card was coming. That's what they've written.
Right. Do you know what the thing is though? And this is what's going to ruin the game. And this is what I said before. Bear in mind, let's just say straight up, VAR couldn't do anything because VAR can't intervene on a yellow card. This is purely just refereeing.
Yeah.
I don't dispute the fact that if he's given a yellow card for delaying the reset, which is technically for time wasting, so that includes kicking the ball away, obstructing a free kick when the ball's starting to restart, taking longer to take a throw, all of those things can be considered disrupting the restart of play, time wasting. Fine. If that is the case and you want to be consistent, had he booked João Pedro,
they wouldn't be
for
having
volleying
this
the ball away, then you couldn't even argue. You said, okay, he has to stand on business. The fact that he doesn't even acknowledge that João Pedro has booted the ball away.
Also, the fact that even though, because I did see the clip from the second part of that incident where the ball is dead, by the way. You said the ball wasn't dead.
Don't look dead.
The ball was dead. The whistle had gone because
that is debatable. I heard the whistle. Don't about dead ball.
If the whistle goes, the ball is dead.
No.
Yes, it is.
The ball, you have to set the ball there.
Yeah, but the whistle's gone, so it doesn't matter. As soon as the whistle's gone, you're resetting play.
No,
you should know this.
But then but I don't hear two whistles. I thought he whistled for the foul.
Yeah.
Then the play stops. That's when all this kerfuffle comes on. So is he whistling to say? But how he has to whistle for the foul and then whistle to play to restart? No.
Yeah, but he hasn't whistled to restart because they're saying he's delayed because he's standing on the thing. He's delaying. Because think about it. Yeah, you have to be 10 yards off a free kick. He can't blow the whistle.
But that's what I'm saying.
You can't blow the whistle to say the free kick when he's on top. So saying that the thing is for delaying the start, it's not for. It can't be for standing on the ball. Because as soon as the whistle goes, he's going to walk away straight away. He's not.
But bear in mind, in that time because Veltman has tried to say after that he tried to kick the ball to take the free kick.
He's lying.
And that's why he's followed through on Declan Rice.
He's lying.
Because he was in the way.
That was
Veltman is a liar. That was a high boot. But that's what I'm saying.
But he should have
tried to play the ball.
He was lucky. Veltman's lucky not to get anything for that.
Mental.
Minimum, that's a yellow. Minimum. But Rice, I'm not saying he should have been, like I said, by the letter of the law, He should have been sent off.
That's the thing, and I think no one's arguing with the letter of the law. The problem is the inconsistency.
Yeah, but also Arsenal
because you've literally had two of the same incidents within the same. Yeah, Pedro's was way more dramatic than.
Yeah, he should have been booked too. I think in this situation, every single player involved, Pedro, Veltman, and Raz,
everyone gets booking. Everyone gets a booking.
So yeah, I see why Arsenal fans are vexed, but it's like, are you going to go out and say he shouldn't have been sent off? No.
Arsenal fans are only vexed for two reasons. One, because they had a. Listen, when Deckers came off now, long.
It's long.
Game was wide open.
Yeah, man.
Could have been a 2-1, really, for Brighton, which I was itching to see. And also because obviously they can't overturn it.
But it's a one-match ban.
But your next game is Tottenham. See?
Oh, my back. Okay.
This is what I love. The next game is now Tottenham.
Oh, dear.
Away.
Oh.
Right, so this now changes the context of the situation, because it's not just a one match ban, but it just so happens to be the North London derby.
Is Chris
if you're telling me
fan?
that's not conspiracy,
I don't know what is. Is one of the officials a
Come
fan?
on,
I'm confused.
I've never seen more of a ridiculous
do you know
yellow
why it's
card.
Ridiculous? Because watch that happen and Tottenham still lose.
They probably still will, but
Tottenham's not walking out Tottenham Hotspur Stadium after the international break with 3 points.
You know what though? I always say derby day, you never know, you know.
Is Van der Ven fit?
He could be.
If Van der Ven's
I'm telling you, I said this to you last week off pod, right? Van der Ven ain't injured. They just need to savour that man.
Savour at the hamstring. But is he not going on international?
Listen, you know, when Gareth used to do it, they're not allowed to come, or you know when clubs try to refuse their players to go on an international duty, and just currently saying
he's drafting up a letter to the Dutch
go. Don't even think about it.
I'm telling
that man
you
ain't
now,
injured.
If Van der Ven's not on the team sheet, then you both lost half your spine. Therefore, it's a wide open game. Basuma versus Partey in the middle. Are you sick? Are you sick?
But no, the Arsenal game is crazy. But despite the Declan Rice, that's the major talking point behind the debacle. Hersey's doing good again. Cooking again.
Another point.
I was interested to see what Brighton would turn up like against a stronger opposition.
Well, before the sending off, I heard that they weren't looking too tough.
They weren't looking. Arsenal cooked, to be fair. Arsenal was looking comfy, but then that just changed the trajectory of the whole game, and I was just like,
but also what changed again? Milner coming off.
Yeah,
at 17
wasn't good.
Not good.
Held the strings immediately. I said, "Oh, it's not looking good."
Rest up, James Milner.
But yeah, game was wild. But yeah, Arsenal. I just, you know what?
I didn't know Martinelli started on the bench. Arsenal fans are screaming right now.
But you know what though?
All them Martinelli out people are screaming.
There's interesting takes on Martinelli out. You know,
I'm not here for Martinelli out.
Neither am I.
But then again, I don't give a toss about Arsenal, innit? So I don't study them like that. So maybe if I studied them like that, maybe I could hear them out. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not Martinelli out.
I don't give a dash about Martinelli. However, though, Martinelli out is a wild take. Do you know what it is? He's just not a starting person.
Just swap him for Trossard then.
Just Trossy. Just rotate them.
Just play Trossy.
Which I don't understand what the big
hoo-ha is about. Bringing in some next man. Look, you've brought in Sterling. I just don't believe.
Oh my God, we haven't even touched on them bringing in Raz. Goodness, Razzmatazz. No, right. I'm low-key burning. I don't want Raz to go there.
I don't give a toss where Raz is.
I like Raz, you know, and I don't want him to be at Arsenal.
I don't like Raheem Sterling.
She's still burning from the days when he was at Liverpool.
Yes, I am.
She's holding grudges, brother.
Between him and Coutinho, I don't know who has more beef with.
Don't you dare.
No, let me
not Phil.
I love Phil. Why do you think I have number 10 on all my old chats? Don't talk to me nice, yeah? I have no respect for them because, yeah, if you stayed at my club, they would have built you a statue out of gold and put it outside. They don't
put
laugh.
You on top of the Shankly gates, mate.
Don't laugh. I'm so sick. You're telling me they wouldn't?
Of course they would.
At least, yeah, Phil went to Barcelona.
Yeah, Barca can handle.
Raz went to City. They didn't know what City was cooking, yeah?
No, they didn't.
They had no idea what was going on.
Nah, she's got
the manager was still Mancini, bro. Are you joking?
She's got deep-rooted hate for Raz.
I have no respect for Raz, man.
We will do a separate segment on the transfer window because
we'll round
final
up
day was festive.
Yeah, we'll do a deadline day talk at the end.
Deadline day talk round up at the end. But yeah, okay, so yeah, Raz was in the stands observing with wifey. And we was like, oh my God, look, she don't want to give no airtime to Raz, you know.
Listen, yeah, why am I going to give airtime to people that I don't like?
It's meant to be neutral, my friend.
It's as neutral as possible. I'd rather actually no, that's too far.
Don't.
That's too far. I was gonna say something
there.
It's not even wicked, but like
she was about to say something out of pocket.
It wasn't out of pocket.
Yes, it was. I can see it in your eyes.
I'll tell you what I was gonna say. We'll just cut it out. I was gonna say I'd rather give it
too far.
That's why I said it. It's too far. I took it back.
Right. So Arsenal, do you know what? It's interesting. Yeah, that was a bit of a funny game. But my thing is like Arsenal, is that how quickly you come unstuck without Deckers?
Well, we all knew that Deckers was their saving grace, because 2 seasons ago when they didn't have Deckers, who was in the midfield? Where was the midfield? Xhaka.
It's quite concerning, actually.
Xhaka and Partey.
So what that says to me...
Listen, hang on. If I look at my team sheet, my double pivot, and we're talking like in 2021, my double pivot is Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey. Do you know how vexed I'll be?
Lack 'em up. But you know what it is, though? It makes me see that Arsenal are a Declan Rice injury away from a long day.
So long.
Because the way that game flipped on his head, listen, Brighton were all over him like a rash, mate. It was giving hives. There's no way. Right? That's scary stuff now.
Oh my God.
So I'm interested to see what's going to happen at that Tottenham game, because... Not that Tottenham are the most convincing, but as I said, number one, anything can happen Derby Day, and now you're playing with a weakened Arsenal squad.
Yeah, but they're also playing with a weakened Tottenham squad, because is Van de Ven in the squad?
It's not weakened. No, the squad's been weak.
Shh. Let me speak.
No.
Is one... Oh, my finger hurts. Is Van de Ven going to be in the squad? Because if he's not, Romero and who at the back? Who?
Mickey's carrying the team.
Right.
Mate.
So let's just also pacey centre-back, Just... Carve open that midfield. You know what I mean? 2, is Solanke fit? Probably not. So who's scoring your goals? Son?
Well, they bagged 4 the other day
against Everton.
You told me where's the goal scorer?
Vicario could have scored against Everton. Let's be real.
It's true. They could have.
Like, who's gonna be dictating your midfield, Tottenham? Odegaard.
Jesus Lord.
Anywho,
any hoozles. And that, needs to swiftly bring us on.
Brentford.
No, not even Brentford, because I saw, I'm calling this now week 3, right?
Everton's going down.
Everton have to go. That's number 1.
I'm giving Dicey till mid-November.
I'm giving mid-November sackings. So can I just say, Bournemouth have beat Everton 3-2.
The capitulation of Everton.
2-0 at 87 minutes. Do the maths in your head. So tell me how you've now conceded 3 goals in that time.
That's really...
That defensive display was given Sheffield United, combined with Burnley, combined with Southampton is what that was given. Absolutely absurd defending.
Do you know what? It was pathetic.
It was really... I was embarrassed. I could go and watch under 10s in the park, and I promise to God, I'm not even exaggerating, I would see better defending than that. As a Premier League club, Everton, you have to do better.
And Everton, you have no excuse here. What's the excuse? Oh, Brentford wasn't fit. Shut up.
Jared Babb. And you know what the worst part of it even was? Pickford was pulling mad saves. I felt bad for Picks.
Yeah.
Like, he even, like, when it's 2-2, he pulls off a mad... Go and watch it back, please. He pulls off a mad double save.
You got names in your back. Tarkowski, Keane.
Out and out, solid defenders.
Like, you've got solid defenders, experienced defenders.
The positioning is piss poor. The reaction time is piss poor.
But you know why it's even... You have bodies back.
But even that, though, when they're running back, it's like they're running in slow motion. It's like they're running in quicksand. Like, I don't understand.
They're old, innit, man?
Like, come on. Like, but then the thing is, if you're old, you can't be both. As a defender, if you do not have pace, you need to position. If you cannot position, you need to have pace. It's one or the other.
And if you don't have
both, then you need to hang up the boots and call it a day and get a job in the back room. Because I'm sorry, I cannot see defending like that in this level of the Premier League. It is appalling.
It's actually shocking. In your own back garden as well.
You're making Sinistera.
This is the last season of Goodison, and this is what you're doing. Getting embarrassed every week.
Burn that place down, because it is embarrassing.
You need to just not give them any stadium.
They're making Sinistera look like
Vinny
on roids.
It's got to stop. It's not right. is actually ungodly.
Because bear in mind, so that's how poor Bournemouth are. That Bournemouth are actually 2-0 down to a poor Everton.
Yeah.
So the fact that you've let
pause. Let's go back. I actually didn't deep it like that. Bournemouth haven't even been that awful, but then again, I don't watch Bournemouth play football. But from what I've heard, they ain't even been that terrible this season.
Not been
so the
terrible.
fact that they was 2-0 down at Everton, who have a goal difference of -7, yeah.
Now -9, may I add?
-8.
-8. Excuse me. Not too much on me mathematics.
Okay. Yeah, the fact that you was 2-0 down at Everton is a joke anyway, and you let, the bane of my existence, Calvert-Lewin, score, man.
She don't want to let up on Calvert-Lewin.
No, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's not. I talked about it in the first episode. I talked about it because I'm not okay with Calvert-Lewin just all of a sudden becoming twinkle toes against Liverpool.
Do you know what was hilarious to me as well? No, sorry, this is why teams like Everton are actually embarrassing. There was full-on pitch invasion when the second goal went in.
Also, where's the Everton security? Because these walked on the pitch, like not running, not jumping over.
Fans doing full-on pitch invasion at 2-0 to then about 10 minutes later being 3-2 down is an embarrassment.
Doing a pitch invasion, 2-0 up at home in the third week of the league.
Do you know what they're probably thinking?
3 and 4-0.
If you're playing that type of football, them fans know we're going down. So let me enjoy every second of this Premier League because this carries on, we're gone.
They never not seen outside the Premier League, remember?
It's true, and that's a mad stat. But they're going to if they carry on with this shenanigans.
But then do you know what's going to happen? Everton is going to go down, and the person that's going to get saved is Forest.
Oh, God. No. We've got to sacrifice somebody.
Get rid of Forest.
Get rid of Nottingham Forest with immediate effect.
Okay, Southampton, Forest and Everton. That's who has to go.
Has to go.
Because I said Leicester in our preseason.
No, Leicester are nowhere near as poor
I said Leicester
as
in my preseason predictions, but if it means that Leicester has to get saved for Forest to go down,
we'll take it.
I'll take it and bring Luton back up immediately.
Bring Luton back up.
Right.
So
then we went to, in the evening, what's the stadium called now? And they said Villa Park. London Stadium.
London Stadium.
What did that used to be called? Upton Park.
Upton Park.
Yeah, mems. Anyway, Erling Haaland scored another hat-trick.
Right, so Early's...
First of all, Ruben Dias scored an own goal.
The most laughable own goal ever. I loved it. But sorry, Early's is like, he must be AI.
The other day, the last episode, we talked about how long would it take Erling Haaland to score a hat-trick? The answer was 2 games. The next question, how many games would it take for Erling Haaland to score 2 hat-tricks? The answer is 3 games.
And do you know what though? And do you know what's mad about Haaland?
He scored 8 hat-tricks in 69 games in the Prem. Thierry Henry scored 8 hat-tricks in like 200.
I was going to say games. in his Arsenal career, probably. No. And do you know what it is that's so mesmerising about Haaland? Ain't like he's banging tap-ins.
He scores every goal.
Every goal. The goals have so much finesse. And, what are they feeding him? I need to know. It needs to be investigated.
What's your routine, Earlies? Because he's so chill as well. He's like,
do you know what? Haaland is such a lovable character.
I like Haaland.
Like, I don't think anyone can actually say a bad word about Haaland. Like, there's people that are just so likable. But he is just like, even if he scores against Liverpool, I can't even scream at him because it's like, you're just talent.
Well, actually, I mean, he did get pocketed by Virgil.
He did. Well, I was going to say, I haven't had to because don't know about you, but my centre back had him in his back pocket.
In his pocket.
But that's another story. But the point is, Haaland's bagging another hat trick. I need to free up some funds in the fantasy football he needs to reach.
I think I just need to take out Ollie Watkins and Cole Palmer and do a shift around. Cole, between them two, that's the money.
That's the money.
It's actually gone up to 15.1.
Who's doing that? The 0.1. Is the 0.1 necessary?
The 0.1 is for form, brother.
Pathetic. Erling Haaland is just... Do you know what, though? Although Erling Haaland, of course, is just unbelievable, there needs to be a mention for the work rate of Bernardo Silva. And this is the only time you will hear me say, but I saw it so much in this game. Everything goes through Bernardo Silva. There is no Haaland goals without the work rate of Bernardo Silva.
I can't stand him.
I can't stand him. I literally despise the man. I think he's vile. But from a footballing perspective, what he brings to the game is nothing. What's the saying?
Short of special.
Short of special. So short of excellence. It is just unbelievable. And players like Bernardo Silva just sit there and handle business and just slowly do a job. But literally, Bernardo Silva walks so Haaland can run.
If he wasn't so unlikable, I'd have more respect for him.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's because he's a little rat. But
if you want to know why we have so much disregard,
right, we have to go the backstory of Bernardo Silva.
Basically, yeah, when Liverpool won the Premier League, first Premier League in 30 years and whatnot, yeah, the game that we had our guard of honor against was Manchester City.
Haha, banter.
So they had to stand and clap my players and my manager and my backroom staff as they walked out. And who was sitting salty, hands by his side? Bernardo Silva.
Refusing to clap the guard of honor.
Who then was posting sneaky tweets after the game about my club.
Despicable.
Bernardo Silva.
You've won 5 million Premier League titles. What are you salty for?
How about you shut your face?
He's despicable.
And tie your boots.
He is a disgrace. Honestly, he's a disgrace. He's got a stinky attitude.
I have no respect. But
I don't like him.
If I just looked at his legs.
Then I can, yeah.
If we just cut Bernardo Silva off at the hips, yeah.
We can make it work. But yeah mate, City's doing madness. Mazzolina. Right,
Sunday.
Right, Sunday. Festive, brother.
Right, let's do the boring one first. Chelsea Palace.
Average. Do you know what, though? I've had a feeling that was going to be a 1-1.
Nick Jack bags again.
Oh, not Nick Jack.
How?
Not Nick Jack.
Guys. How?
Fraudulence.
I cannot.
The man is robbing a paycheck every week.
I'll say it every week.
I've had enough of him.
How is Nick Jack bagging again?
Maybe he learnt the offside rule when they're in the break.
Oh, maybe.
Possibly.
Eze scored. I didn't see anything from the Chelsea game though.
Eze's goal was cold.
Was it?
I love Eze.
Oh my god! If anyone has seen the Roommates episode with Curtis Jones and Avera Eze,
hilarious. That is so funny.
It's on the England YouTube channel. It's so funny. That guy's fan.
I love Eze, man. But do you know what though? Palace needed Eze to stay. They needed Eze to stay.
From when Elise went, they said, "Oh,
Eze can't go nowhere, bro. Everything goes through Eze." Yeah, I love me some Eze.
I'm still waiting for my
But that had a 1-1er all over it.
I'm still waiting for my Tata bag.
Time will come.
Forwards in fantasy, man. Ugh.
Struggling. But do you know what though? Something again about Chelsea. I can't put my finger on it.
There was something about this game. Someone should have got sent off. There was something about this game that was controversial.
Was it? To be honest, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I can't even do full analysis on this game because I only did watch the highlights.
I didn't watch it because I was watching Newcastle Tottenham on the big screen. And the
Formula 1
Italian Grand Prix.
Italian Grand Prix. We love us a bit of Monza. I was going to say Monza. Monza. Our boy Lando on the polypole.
No.
Landini was on pole. What are you going on about? Win. Doesn't matter, bruv. You're taking parts. That is important.
He actually just about made it through. He didn't even make it through the first lap on pole.
Do you know what? One day we're going to do a Formula 1 segment for the bands because that's a whole other story.
At the end of the Formula 1 season,
we're going to do a Formula 1 episode.
Okay, this is what it is. Hughes should have been sent off.
Cry us a river.
Crunched out Cole Palmer.
Cry us a river. Oh, so sad.
Where's your assist, Cole? Where's your goal, Cole?
Did he get Cole can't I think do he did actually week, get an assist,
but where's your goal, Cole?
Right.
Excitement. Let's see. Oh, can we quickly just to let everyone know that Celtic smoked Rangers in the Old Firm.
Oh, the Old Firm was good, you know.
Smoked them.
Old Firm was good, you know. I need to get to Celtic Park because that atmosphere in that stadium,
Celtic
that's on my
Park
bucket list.
Is our Liverpool connection.
Yeah, their Never Walk Alone was spine tingling.
Yeah, man.
Love an Old Firm. Tackles flying in from everywhere. Dirty stuff.
Pure filth in the fact that that fixture gets played 3 times a season
is mental. I love it. Funny. I love an Old Firm. Honourable mention for the Old Firm.
Yeah, man. Because we talked about it last week.
Oh, we did.
Talked about it, yeah.
Early doors, Old Firm.
Days of Miser, bro. What a player. That forward. Anywho, back to the Champions League, she says, you know.
We will touch on the Champions League at the end of this episode because can I just say now?
Oh, yeah, the draw's out. The draw's
out. And I'm furious. But all right, we'll get there.
Yeah. Okay. Newcastle Tottenham was the game on Tele. Yeah, you know, Sunday was stacked, you know, deep how stacked Sunday was, yeah. First of all, the coverage from the Old Firm side at 11:30, which is
I was
hilarious.
up early doors with the double screens
I watched the Old Firm, then I watched the Newcastle game and had the F1 in the background. Then when the Newcastle game finished, we flipped to the F1. Then when the F1 finished, we flipped to the Liverpool game. Crazy.
Fully stacked. That is what you call...
That's my dream.
That is what you call Super Sunday.
Yeah, man.
That is a Super Sunday if I ever did see one. I did not
leave the sofa for
that
about
type
6
of Sundays,
hours,
I ain't got to leave my house. But...
Newcastle, Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
Harvey Barnes.
You love Harvey Barnes, innit? She loves our Barnes.
He's a serious baller.
He's a good egg.
He's just snapping his leg off every season.
Can't stay fit to save his life.
Play about
though.
3 games, and it's like, mate.
I would love them to do I want them to do like a Netflix series or something on the investigations of why is there so many consistent injuries in Premier League football. They say there's a number of reasons. Is it just the amount of games they have to play?
Probably.
Is it the intensity of the game? But it's like, it's irritating me now because every other week someone's and it's injured. Not like it's not off tackle. It's not like injured in training. How many people are getting injured?
Rest up Marino.
How many people?
Rest up Marino.
You've got your Arsenal. Own teammates falling on you. You've broken off your old shoulder. Why? What's going on in the training? The training is too vigorous. Clearly,
Liverpool training don't look that violent.
Like, I need to know why are so many players injured and coincidentally seems to be.
I think also we need to look at. They need to look at the what they're doing for recovery after the game.
Yeah, like it can't be a coincidence because the injuries are just mental in the Premier League. It's just annoying. It's annoying.
Harvey Barnes absolutely chewed them up. I love Harvey Barnes. I think he's just like one of the perfect wingers. And if he was fit,
she's biased because she's a winger.
Of course, I'm biased because I'm a winger. What type of silly thing is that?
Oh, shut it up.
Of course I am.
Right.
Oh, Tonali played his first game for a
first
year.
One back. He looked decent though.
He looked good in the cup too. When he played in the cup.
They needed Tonali though. They needed Tonali real bad.
Midfield. You got Sean.
That messed them up.
Sean Longstaff in the midfield.
Leave Sean. No. Sean needs to. You've done your role. Bring back Tonali.
Thank you.
Dan
Burn own goal. Dan Burn's had a horrid first few weeks.
Dan Burn's not had a good few weeks.
Had to fight Ben Bertrand Diaz for getting his boy Fabian Schär sent off. Free up Fabian Schär.
Dan Burn's been having a rough time.
And then he scored an own goal.
Oh, mate.
Wah.
Do
you see how no one scored for Tottenham?
Oh, you see how no one's actually surprised? Do you see how no one's surprised? Like, Tottenham, banter club, Ange Ball, banter. Can't be asked.
So entertaining to watch, but it's not entertaining when, like, you're useless.
No, it's got to the point where it's like it's a little bit embarrassing.
Yeah, you can't be saying.
Do you know what's mad though? Why are Tottenham so inconsistent? Is what I want to know. That's another thing that I want investigated.
Because the front line is injured 24/7. Like, I'm so sorry.
They must have the worst medical team in the Prem.
If it's not Richarlison, no, it's not worse than Newcastle's.
Oh,
if it's not Richarlison, it's Solanke. If it's not Solanke, it's Kulusevski. If it's not Kulusevski, it's Johnson. If it's not Johnson, it's Bissouma. If it's not Bissouma, it's Porro. It's Udogi. It's the keeper. Everyone
whole
is out.
11 is injured constantly. What is that all about?
The only player that I could probably say is the most fit is Son.
It's Son, yeah.
Like, and for some reason, Romero always ends up in the starting lineup. Oh. Like,
oy vey.
Oh, I forgot about Madders.
Yeah, Madders is back.
Where was he?
Missing though. He had a poor game. Madders had a poor game. He's got that mullet and now everything's just going wrong, man. Just leave it alone.
Madders is stressed because he's seeing his mate Jamie Vardy's back.
Yeah, he's thinking, I've got to show up now.
Can't show up. Okay.
Right. So now we've done our quick overview.
The main
event.
My favorite fixture.
This is my favorite fixture. Both of our favorite fixtures of the entire season.
Yeah.
Man U Liverpool at Old Trafford.
Old Trafford is falling down.
Old Trafford is falling down all day long.
Yeah. They had all the faces in Old Trafford this
They
week.
did.
Sir Alex was there.
As always.
I actually have so much respect for Sir Alex. I can't just refer to him as Alex Ferguson.
He's Sir Alex. Put some respect on his name. Yes.
Sir Alex was there. The the owner, Jim
Radcliffe.
So Jim was there. Why is everyone the Sir, man?
Because they got a lot of fucking money.
But
let me tell you, right? So Liverpool beat Man U 3-0.
First of all,
smoke.
Can I talk? Who's running the computer? Yeah, in the Premier League, because us having Man U at Old Trafford third weekend is a bit soon.
Do you want the Man U fans to be in a deep depression because you're asking for trouble? You're asking for trouble having us for week 3 in. Ten Hag's already on the ropes because you've been smacked by Brighton just last week. Do you really want to do Liverpool now? This is not good. Right, so there's so many points of contention within this fixture.
Let's do the good first.
Let's start with the positives.
Which is Liverpool.
Yes.
Dancing. My forward players cooking. Lucho.
Mr.
Well, actually, before we even go there, Trent should have scored. Mo Salah couldn't get his toe out the way.
He tried to recreate the Gerrard moment.
He did.
That game,
and
this is the same kit. Well. When Gerrard wins, we beat them 3-0. Isn't that the one when I'm sure this is the game where Gerrard has the penalties, 2 penalties?
I wasn't alive.
You wasn't alive, but that is an amazing game.
Alive,
that is a core memory. I loved that game, and Gerrard runs over and kisses the camera, and I'm like,
and Trent, he literally is like frame. I saw a TikTok about it, and it's literally frame for frame.
I loved it.
And they disallowed it. Why can't you let my boy have peace, man?
Mo Salah greedy though. Why you move your toe, move your toe, bruv. You know you're offside. Why are you even making movement towards the ball?
It was an excellent finish as well.
Yeah.
What can I say, Trentski? It's okay, Trent. It's coming.
Slot ball is cooking yet again.
Arnie said Jurgen.
Oh, don't. Do you know what though? Because leave him with his loafers. Do you know what? Because Slot's performing, I feel like the Jurgen sting hasn't felt that bad.
No.
If Slot was having a stinker, if he was having a 10 Hag, I'd be in a deep depression. In the name of Jesus, I do.
Amen. Because then never will a man like Ten Hag come into my club.
God forbid. I rebuke it.
Oh
God. So Liverpool's front forward play is just looking like silk at the moment.
It's giving Holy Trinity rejuvenated, man.
Do you know what though? I'm so happy for Lucho because I said in the first episode, there's no doubt that Luis Diaz is a magician on the ball, but I need to see more final product for him. Yeah. And it's like, just as he heard the Liverpool fans say it, because I know a few Liverpool fans have been saying, like, we just need that little bit extra from Luis Diaz. He's in his prime now. This is your time, because you're never going to get better than this now. So this is the time where you deliver. Otherwise, you will be in the window, my friend. And just composure in front of goal.
Yeah.
Clinicalness in front of goal. I can't ask for
all
much
the goals
more.
were poetry. That first goal, the ping across, the duck from Dom. Big up Dom.
Yeah, Dom. See, Dom's not a greedy man.
Big up.
Dom is a selfless man.
Ducked out the way so his boy could have it at the back stick. Yeah, Onana had no chance.
No chance.
Where was the defense?
Oh, we'll get on to United because they can have. I could talk for 2 hours about that. To be honest,
I can't even speak on what I saw. But we will, because
in
the name of content.
But flipping heck.
That second goal, the shot on the swivel, beating Onana at the near post. Onana, what?
He wasn't expecting it on his neary. Oh,
you should expect it on your near rather than your far, brother.
At least if it's and he shifted. You watch him shift his body, and it just throws him off.
At least if it was at your far post, it's like, well, they kind of had the whole goal to aim at, and I wasn't really making it. If he tucks it in the far corner,
there's nothing you can do. On his neary.
No, poor. Come, man, have some respect.
There is not much, and do you know what though? United fans, I love it because United fans are so delulu.
They're so delusional.
I've been hearing smoke since the FA Cup semi-final that they beat us.
Okay, and I've been hearing them talk. Oh, but like Ten Hag won us 2 trophies in the 2 years he's been here. You also finished 8th.
But this is how delusional Man U fans are. They will take FA Cup and a Carabao. Yeah. Over and rather take the 8th place finish. I've genuinely heard some Man U fans say that, and it's like, are you smoking Skittles? Like, what are you talking about? What are you saying?
It's not right.
What are you saying?
You should be playing. I mean, should be is a foul, but you have the club history to be playing. You should be in Champions League football every season.
Do you know what is as well with Man U?
You've knocked out the Champions League
the money
last season.
You have spent the money,
but where's the money on the bench? Where's the money's? The money's in the recovery room. Yeah. The money's injured. The money's out.
60 spondulics for Mason Mount. Are you joking me? Are you joking? No, seriously.
I can't even speak on how I feel about the whole Mason Mount to Man U. It gets me so enraged.
Let's give them their time because they don't want to get me amped
I'm
up.
not even giving them. Mason Mount to Man U is the best business I've ever seen from Chelsea.
Oh yeah. Chelsea said, have him.
Take
him.
I don't understand, like
55, give me the 5 more add-ons on the final thing of his career.
I don't understand, with Mason Mount. The last season he was at Chelsea, the last 6 months he was at Chelsea, did anything but put him in the shop window.
Absolutely.
The fact that United still signed him, Ten Hag signed him.
But before we get on to them,
Mo Salah, running down the wing.
Salah, the Egyptian king. But
he loves to score.
He loves to score at Old Trafford. He loves to score at Old Trafford.
So did you know that he scored more goals at Old Trafford than Anthony and Garnacho?
Well, that's not surprising at all. They need to start respecting Mohamed Salah. And what he does in the Premier League.
Give Salah a new contract.
Give him another
because
year. When Salah said at the end of the game, this may be my last year, I said,
I clutched my chest.
I said,
don't say that, Mo. Like,
FSG, stop pissing about it and give the man the contract.
I knew Mo, I had it psyched in my head that Mo was going last season. Not summer just gone, the summer before. I thought he was going. I said, Saudi's coming, man.
Yeah, long. Saudi's cooking.
But then when he didn't, I saw a contract. I said, we be vibing. One more season with my boy. And then now that, actually, as of recording, I've seen that Liverpool are starting to open the talks with Salah on the contract.
As they should.
It's about time.
The past 3 games just shows that Mo Salah's still got more in his locker. And he don't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
Give Mo Salah all the money that he needs.
Give him what he wants, $250 a week.
Give him $250.
He wants $300 a week. Give him $300 a week.
Give him what you need to give him, man.
Give him what you need to give him. I don't care.
I want him retiring at my club.
Yeah, I want Mo Salah at my club for life.
Or he needs to go to MLS. Don't go Saudi.
No, don't do it to yourself, Mo.
Please, Mo, please.
But we need contracts for Mo immediately.
Thank you.
But I'm so proud of Liverpool Football Club. We look like we're playing beautiful football.
Once again, embarrassing.
I just want smoke with everybody.
Embarrassing the Stratford end.
I
love to see it.
Fans going home early. I love to see it. Old Trafford has become a pathetic ground.
Oh, yeah.
Before, like,
one of the biggest grounds
in Anfield,
in England,
look at Emirates. Like, you see Emirates only as of recently. But like intimidating grounds.
Yeah, you're talking about the likes of like the St James's Park,
Selhurst. Like, when like you don't want to go to them type of grounds because it's just cauldron, right? Man, I find it amazing how Old Trafford have just completely lost that.
They need to put some money in that ground.
Old Trafford has become an easy ground to come to. Players don't come to Old Trafford anymore and feel an inch of intimidation.
Absolutely not.
Teams are going to Old Trafford and think, I could bang a result here.
Of course I can.
That, for Manchester United is the biggest club in English football. The fact that Manchester United has become a banter club where teams find it easy
to go there,
to come to a 70,000 man stadium, biggest club in you could argue in the world, but definitely in English football,
one of the biggest clubs in the world,
is appalling. It's
terrible.
Absolutely appalling.
It should be studied. Downfall of Man United. I mean, I've been reveling in it, obviously.
Oh, I love it though.
The downfall of United, and also like growing up into the downfall of United is just bliss.
It's just bliss. I love it. Poetic justice.
It's about time.
So let's break down the Man United downfall. So
let's talk about how
Manchester United
at the feet of Liverpool once again.
Right. We've got to start with the number one culprit himself. Cassie.
I feel like if you say his name 3 times, his aura might like fall on your.
It's like, Cassie, let me hold your hand when I say this. I said it before, Cassie. This is time to stop now.
This is why Cassie was my poorest performance player, because what I saw against Liverpool, crazy. Also, huge shout out to Gravenberch, my man of the match, because he was running that centre midfield ragged. Where was Bruno Fernandes? But I mean, are we surprised?
Missing. Bruno Fernandes is not a big game player, which is an embarrassment. This is your club captain not turning up. It's like saying Mo Salah not turning up against Man United. You could never, ever, you could no. Casemiro has to stop it.
Casemiro being at fault for 2 goals in 7 minutes has to be studied.
They've got to arrest him, because what he's doing is crimes against football.
It is.
Casemiro, it's enough.
Take him to the Supreme Court.
Ten Hag is also a wicked man. Because how many times does Casemiro have to show you
that he
is not able to deal with the quality, the pace of the game, and the intensity of the Premier League? How many games is this man going to put in a performance where he's a complete liability, and you still continue to play him week in, week out, expecting to see something different? Why?
Man U fans better pray that Ugarte is eligible after the international break, because they cannot start another game with.
And then Cassie thinks he's Ten Hag thinks he's ballsy subbing Cassie off for 45 minutes. The damage is done, brother. You should have never been in the starting 11
because
in the first
you didn't
place.
look like you were scoring before them goals. 5 minutes.
Do you know what cracks me up?
United looked like they were going to score in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind Trent's goal that got ruled out came at 8 minutes.
But do you know what I don't understand about Man United, yeah?
There's a lot I don't understand about
There's a
Man
lot
United.
I don't understand, but I can wrap it up. Quick fires. I've never seen a team that capitulates so quickly on the pitch.
For real?
It blows my mind.
It's like compare it to Liverpool. When Liverpool played last season, as soon as they was a goal down, it was like fire under their legs.
You go a goal down, it's meant to give your head a wobble.
They start playing the most excellent football I've ever seen. Man U, it's like they don't even have to go a goal down.
The goal got disallowed and you still deteriorated.
Not even a goal disallowed. You can have a shot on target.
But for me, then that's a mentality thing.
Of course, the mentality is in the bin.
Poor. Casemiro, I don't understand how many times I've got to watch this man have a stinker of a game and still make the starting 11 on the team sheet the following week.
He gave the ball away in the exact same position both times.
The man just Mainu had a stinker.
Do you know what?
Just getting chucked off the ball like a little weak sauce.
I don't think Mainu had a stinker.
Bruv.
Do you know why I don't think Mainu had a stinker? Because it's very easy to look very good in a piss poor team. Like,
so you saying, is he really that good?
I think he's good. But is he
that good?
He's not the best thing since sliced bread. He's not Declan
How
Rice.
they get on, yeah.
No, even then. Actually, let me not even before the Arsenal fans start screaming. Yeah, I just think like Man U expect him to be like their like messiah. I'm confused.
That
why?
man ain't bringing you deliverance. Let it go.
I'm confused as to why they believe that Mainu would be the answer to all their problems. Like, he's a good player. Like, I think he's got a lot of potential. I think we talked about it in our first episode, but he had a good Euros performance. But you've got to remember, the kid's 19. He only just came.
You have to acknowledge what he's got going on around him. He can't carry it by himself.
I think
the same about Højlund and Garnacho, though.
I agree.
I feel bad for them.
It's not fair that... Yeah, I think it's unfair to say he had a stinker. He definitely didn't have one of the best games he's played since he's been starting.
You're getting shrugged off the ball like you're a sack of baked beans.
Yeah, and that's
in the middle of the park.
And that's not good.
Gravenberch ain't no bulky man. He's a little string bean.
That's not good. Yeah, getting shrugged off like that, because you should be, holding your own.
Hold your own. Hold up yourself.
But where was the rest of the midfield?
Missing.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, if he had someone to pass the ball to, would he have been shoved off the ball as much as he did? No, because where was Bruno Fernandes?
Missing.
Where?
So first of all, number one issue, Casemiro.
Full stop. Casemiro, full stop.
Casemiro can't play no more games in the Man United shirt,
nope.
I don't know how many times...
They need to bring back that 20-year-old they dug up yesterday.
I don't know how many times that man has got to show you he is not capable of playing decent football at Manchester United. No one's doubting the player that Casemiro used to be, but heavy on the used to be. We're in 2024. Let it go.
It's
number one.
It's enough.
So what was interesting now, because this is the thing with Man United. Man United, I feel like fans in particular like to come up with excuses.
Of course they do.
The excuse last season was
our whole squad was injured.
I said, okay, cool, fair enough. You did have injury. So Lisandro Martinez, who Ten Hag seems to want to build his squad around, is now fit.
Right, but let's talk about Lisandro Martinez, yeah, because they were screaming, maybe I'm just thinking about like Liverpool, innit? Like, I'm not looking at the whole of Man U season, because after like December, I get bored because they've just wound me up. But when Lisandro Martinez was the last time he played Man U, not the 2-2, before that, when Salah twisted him inside and out, yeah, he was very much fit.
Very much fit.
He was very much fit.
So why are we still making excuses?
So I don't understand. And that apparently was his best season for Man U. I've heard Man U fans say that was his best season. I'm perplexed as to why all of a sudden, after injury, like when he was injured, like our team was falling apart. Listen, yeah, at that rate, I'd rather have Johnny Evans in my backline. But Johnny Evans
had better stats than Martinez.
I just don't understand.
So
Lisandro Martinez was too busy trying to chalk it up with Virgil van Dijk. Babe, you're 5'7".
You're 5'7".
You was busy trying to chop it up with Virgil van Dijk.
And he just looked at him like...
He literally said, he said, come try me then.
We're not in the same caliber.
Like, you're trying to do all that. What you need to do is defend your block.
It's just so bad. And so my analysis from Man United, there's a couple points that I just feel like you can see why it's clear as day that it's not going to work. The body language of the Man United players is absolutely piss poor.
It's been, honestly, their body language has been off since Fergie left. And I'm not exaggerating.
Ten Hag wants to play a high press.
You cannot. Your players are lazy.
Right? You cannot play a high press with a lazy team.
It's not even a high press with a lazy centre midfield.
Not even that. Everyone knows if you're playing a high press, right? A high press is never going to work unless you press together and keep it. You press, but you keep it compact. If only your front two or your front three are pressing, and your back line is sitting back, you expose your entire middle.
The midfield is
you are literally inviting Liverpool to play in between your lines.
And also, we're playing slick passing football, tiki taka, knock it about, slot ball.
But
you think they ain't gonna have a field day? That one clip, yeah, it was like the edge of the United box, yeah. Salah, Trent, and Szoboszlai fizzing the ball as a rondo, doing a rondo on the pitch. And
rondo in the pitch
was chasing? Dalot chasing.
But my thing is this is the problem though. So from the outset, the philosophy is not, everyone says it and everyone's been saying it for a long time. I still don't know as well. We're now the third year in with Ten Hag. What is your style of football? What is your philosophy? Because I've watched Slot for 3 Premier League games and I can work out what that man's style of football is.
I could watch the 2 pre-season games and work out what the philosophy is.
I could look at McKenna. I could look at Herzler. I could look at Lopetegui.
I could even look
at
Arteta.
About being a new manager, Arteta. You can look at managers, whether they've got a good squad, a bad squad, even Sean Dyche.
You can see the type of football they're trying to play. I can't see the type of football.
Style of football
I can't
at
see
Manchester United. That's what I want to ask, number one. From what it seems like he wants to play a high press. Fine. You cannot play a high press when you have a team that does not commit physically to the high press.
Exactly. It's a team that can't be bothered type of, because you have the ability to do the high press. You can't be bothered. Rashford, you can't be bothered. Diallo, you can't be bothered. Whoever's playing in that middle, you can't be bothered. Fernandes, you ain't doing nothing. It's not happening.
It's so embarrassing. It's so poor. My next point now. I have had enough of Marcus Rashford getting a pass.
Word.
I heard Gary Neville, I don't know if anyone watched the little post-match little squabble between Neville and Carragher.
Again.
And Gary Neville actually says out of his mouth something along the lines of, you got young lads like Rashford making their way through the ranks.
Young lads?
The man is going to be 27 years of age. Tell me how long Rashford's been at Manchester United. How many times have you played in the fixture of this magnitude?
Exactly.
And you're talking
you bagged crazy in this fixture.
And this is what I mean. It's not a matter of like, you can't be asked. You look like you can't be asked.
And you know what? I did give a pass to Rashford at the start of this capitulation, not under Ten Hag, like Solskjaer times, innit? I gave him a bit of a pass because like, he seemed to be the only one that wanted to run for the club, for the badge.
He don't want to run an inch.
Now, but do you know what? Maybe I don't know. Maybe because we know what the type of ability Rashford had. But I don't blame you for not wanting to run for the club. Because who else is doing it? Because if you're one selfish,
you can't have that attitude.
No, I'm not. You can't have the attitude, but that's probably what his attitude is and why it's going to all hell.
And that's why the club is stinky. Because at the end of the day, you've got a mixture of. You can even rewind it back. You've got people with dirty, filthy attitudes in that club.
Yeah.
No one wants to play for the shirt. No one wants to act like they give a damn. You've got 1 or 2 players within that team that look like they want to even run half the time. It is so poor.
The Man U effect is crazy.
It could have been 4 or 5 on Sunday.
Should have been 4 or 5.
It easily could have been a 4 or 5.
That chance from Szoboszlai, the one way.
But this is the thing. Seeing those performances at week 3 is appalling.
It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
You're off the back of an FA Cup win. You've come into the season. You've made good signings. This is your time to redeem yourself. It's taken you 3 games 2 games technically, because it was almost, the Brighton game was poor, but the Liverpool game was worse.
Yeah.
It's taken you 3 games, 3 games to start showing your ass like this again.
Mm-hmm.
Embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. It's a joke. Man United are a joke. Everyone at Man United is a joke. There is no one in that. Anyone who's going to Man United now, I need you to reevaluate. I need you to fire your agent and reevaluate your life choices and turn around and go back to wherever team that you came from.
I also want to touch on, someone please give Ten Hag some media training.
Oh my gosh. The British media are very good at what they do. They're horrible, awful media. Like one of the worst medias in the world.
Ten Hag talked himself into a bag of problems.
He falls for their trap every
week.
time.
Stop talking to the media and talking rubbish. Right. Talking about, I'm not Harry Potter. No, you're not Harry Potter, but you're an experienced football manager.
If you're Harry Potter, so Man U win the league.
So why don't you act like you know what you're doing?
Right.
Act like you've got your, you're not some manager just coming. You're not Herzler, that's 31 and just coming into. You're an experienced football manager.
Exactly. You manage a big club.
You've had a big budget, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Your fans have pretty much backed you.
Yeah.
Despite some poor performances that they've seen.
There's only I would say there's only back end of the season I'm hearing Ten Hag out, but you made them all shut up because you've put a little trophy in their cabinet.
And this is what I'm saying. Stop giving lip in the media and focus. I feel like with him, there's only one manager that I say does it well, and it's Mourinho.
Yeah.
That plays games with the media, and he does it so well.
Because he wins the game.
You do not have the minerals to play games with the media. Not. They eat you up every time.
It was that thing that he said about with one of them, we're not the most successful club or something like that. Like
behind Man City.
Like, what are you talking about?
What are you saying?
What are you talking about?
Why are you even speaking in the same sentence as Man City?
I would have actually, if I was Pep Guardiola, I would have felt shivers down my spine.
Well? I have to ask her, are you well, of sound mind and health?
Are you all the way there?
Because why are you even mentioning Man City and Man United in the same sentence?
It's embarrassing. The only time you can mention them in the same sentence is when you say Man United got smoked by Man City in the Manchester derby again.
You know what? Man United, I don't know where to go with them.
I really don't
know where to go with them. There's no philosophy.
Nope.
There's no, they just leave each other exposed every time. I've never seen a team that can't deliver any sort of strategy. The midfield is left wide open every time. You're inviting teams to just play through you constantly.
They're just a poor team in all aspects of a club. Like, they're one of the most rotten football clubs in all of football.
Do you know what as well I will say? I don't think that Man U haven't accepted that they need to go through a proper rebuild.
Of course.
I feel like Liverpool were forced to accept it.
Liverpool
Arsenal were forced to accept it. Chelsea were forced to accept it for a period of time.
When they lost Fergie, you never had no one lined up to come and even attempt to pick up a little bit of what Fergie brought to the club.
You have to try and mould your successor.
After Fergie went, it's like everything just went to hell.
Fergie went and the club's philosophy and self-respect went with it.
Because Man U are rotten. The infrastructure of the club is rotten.
It's appalling.
The stadium is rotten. That's why it's leaking all the time. The players' attitudes are rotten. The training ground, rotten.
Man United is a stinky club. It's full of COVID and all these type of diseases. And it's probably got cholera in there. I don't know, but it's just rotten. It's terrible.
It's a horrible thing, and that's why they can't let the cameras in there for All or Nothing. Because
I would pay good money to see a Man U All or Nothing though. I would, because I genuinely am interested to see what the hell do you say to these players? Because again, you can have a bad half. You come out at half time
with some respect.
I've seen Man United come out worse.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Ten Hag, to those players?
What are you saying at the start of the game that they can only last 5 minutes with what you're saying?
What are you saying? I genuinely would pay good money to see that, because I'm intrigued. I'm genuinely intrigued. What on earth is going on?
And also, I don't understand the players. Play for a move. Even if you don't want to play for the club, you don't play because you have respect for the badge. Play for a move. Put yourself in the window. You're stuck there.
I don't understand. I don't understand players that go to Man U in the first place.
Me neither.
Delit, what are you doing?
I think it's just Ten Hag's boy.
Delit, what are you doing?
Ten Hag's boy.
And this is why when they go Man U,
Man U are cooked because the stupid wages that they offer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason players are staying.
It's the same like Chelsea.
Rashford and Fernandes and them are still there.
Of course.
Yeah, but at least with Chelsea, it's Chelsea don't play the worst football in the world.
Nah, they don't. So there's a bit more finesse. There's a bit more pedigree. Somewhere.
Like, you know, like Chelsea's got good individual players. Even though Chelsea's problem is the actual background, the infrastructure of the club is not good. However, Chelsea on the pitch, if they played on a pure individual game,
they don't like they got stinky attitude.
They got enough talent in that squad to string some ball together.
Yeah, definitely.
Man U, on paper, you should have the talent, but the attitude's so bad. At least at Chelsea, they look like they want to play football. Man U, they don't look like they want to play football. They look like they want to be in the beach house in Mobs.
Living it up. Nah, Manchester United, I think, if this continues, they're in for a long, long season. I don't understand I'm just sick of hearing excuses from Man United. Yeah, just accept that rather than making excuses, oh, it's injuries, oh, it's the manager, then it was this, the Glazers, oh, it's this one. It's always somebody's fault. I think all of the players on that football pitch, including the manager, need to take some ownership, get some self-respect and accountability, and pull your socks up.
Word.
Because if that was going on at Liverpool Football Club, it wouldn't go on at Liverpool Football Club.
It wouldn't go on. Because the philosophy is so strong.
There's an element of it, like this is the thing though, and although I'm not a Ten Hag stan, there is a certain thing of there's only so much a manager can do, and if players look like they can't be asked week in week out, what can a manager do?
Because they went through how many? Like we said,
how many managers are you going to go for before you realise that the manager's not solely the problem?
Exactly. And it's like they can't accept that the manager's not the problem. They pretend and do their stupid press conference. Oh, we have to back the manager. You haven't been backing the manager since Fergie left. You haven't.
100%. That's why you've gone for but you was looking for managers in the window.
They're a joke. And every time that poor result comes out, oh, we're going to stand by Ten Hag.
It's really ridiculous.
I don't feel bad.
Well, and at this point, but at the same time, though, at this point, I think stay with Ten Hag because I don't think Ten Hag is solely the problem. I don't think getting rid of Ten Hag is going to solve your problem because you've been through how much managers. The problem is in the foundations of a club, and they start with the players on the pitch have got filthy attitude. They're embarrassing. They need to do something, and they need to stop. They need to be stopped. Starting with. Rewind to Casemiro again because he has to actually get 2 mentions. He's actually that poor.
This is probably mention number 4.
Why is your wife in the social media posting pictures with you and your trophies?
Remember all the trophies he's won? Yeah, in La Liga.
You know you're down bad when your wife has to come and defend you on social media because your performances are that poor. If that's not a sign you need to call it a day and be a family man at home, you're a rich man, Casemiro. You've been playing football for a long time.
Literally.
Let's leave it alone.
You're playing top level for a long time. Let's leave it alone. Let it go because this is where like the pride is your downfall because you're gonna end up like Ronaldo.
Yep, you're gonna end up like CR7 because he's another one. Don't wait for it to get sour.
Just leave. You're so rich.
Or just go and play easy football. Go to a Spain.
Go Saudi. Go MLS. Even
go somewhere where you can chill out.
Pop in. Go there. Go somewhere.
But the Premier League is not for you, and definitely not Manchester United at that. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me.
It's a joke. Well,
right. So we thought to wrap up episode 3, it's only fair that we touch on a festive transfer window.
Deadline day, baby.
Festive. So we're going to run through.
We're going to run through a couple of transfers that tickle my fancy. Before I even go there, actually, Liverpool. Liverpool
said, I don't want to buy nobody.
First of all, said they didn't want. Where was the signings? Second of all, shipped out all our young boys.
Yeah, Ben Doak gone, Bajetic gone, Bobby Clark gone,
Callum Scanlon gone, Cade Gordon gone.
Yeah,
where's my youth?
Where's me youths? Them.
Where's me children?
Missing.
Who? Bobby Clark went, and as well. Did James McConnell go? Because I'll really be upset. Like, these are my kids. The only person that's still there is Jaden Dans.
Yeah. It's crazy. Liverpool said everybody and their mum is going out on loan. I don't know why they've done that.
But we signed Kizzy,
Chiesa. That one caught me off guard, because I feel like I didn't hear no whispers for us to do with Kizzy.
No, I didn't. But the thing is that the Juve got a new manager and he was not.
I think that's such a good deal for Kizzy. Dirt cheap.
They said
cheap.
They said Kizzy was not in the manager's plans. So he was like, why not?
I'll make him in
he
my
was also
injured
plan. All of last season.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, poor Kizzy. But he's got a home at Liverpool. We're in the full
We'd love to see it.
Love her. Anyway, right, let's talk about some transfers. Big one, Tony to
Saudi.
Al Ahly.
Al Ahly.
No, Ahly.
Ahly.
You served us well, Ive. Big up,
Ive, you served us well, and I'm so proud. And you made my dreams of a Brentford fan come alive.
You're on crazy wages.
Crazy wages. Did you know that Ivan Tony apparently was on 20 grand a week at Brentford?
Is that it?
That's crazy. You can get that actually in League One.
Damn.
Surely that can't be right.
No,
I mean, I saw it on Twitter. Grand. You know they'd be lying, but surely
Twitter's not a reliable source. This is poor journalism to get your stats off Twitter.
But then again, I don't think he would be on more than 100 mil.
No,
which is again, bear in mind he's on 400 racks at.
No, they said he's on 400,000, whatever their money is out there.
Dirhams.
Yeah, which is the equivalent to 800 grand before tax. Here, I read it. I don't know if that's true. I might have to double check.
Whatever he's on is stupid. But you know when they go Saudi, they're on stupid money. We know that. But yeah, I'm surprised by that. But at the same time,
I'm not. I mean, I'm surprised at him going to Saudi. I'm not surprised at him going though.
No, going, absolutely not. But Saudi, well, yeah, I didn't have Saudi. Especially because there was a lot of chatter around him. But fair play to him. Love you, Ivan. You served us well. Sayonara.
We hope you do good. McTominay to Napoli.
That shocked me. McTominay.
God. This is another reason why Man U is stupid.
A little Bobby Gilmore.
Billy.
Same thing.
Nope. McTominay to Napoli is sick. Is a sick joke. I don't know. The Man U, the Man U,
and this is why Man U don't make sense.
They just must be on some sort of
McTominay. The thing is, and obviously we've obviously ripped Man U when you asked for this episode, but of all the mad performances we saw last season, McTominay was probably one of their most consistent.
McTominay was their top goal scorer.
So all the people that are terrible within that Man United squad, why is it McTominay that you've decided to sell?
Maybe McTominay saw it as an escape.
He probably did, and good. I don't blame the boy.
Sayonara.
But at the same time, it's like, really?
Okay. Then we had Ramsdale to Southampton.
Love that for Rambo.
Arsenal fans, I will never forgive you for how you done Rambo.
You done Rambo.
He made about 3 mistakes and had excellent seasons for you, and you casted him out.
I feel bad for Rambo.
This is what happens. This is why I can't stand Arsenal fans. It's the same reason why I can't stand them for coming for Martinelli. Yeah, you're expecting too much. You're expecting Manchester City level football. You're not Manchester City. Stop expecting these crazy things from your players. It's like one little mistake and you're dashing to the side. You don't have the facilities to do that. Where's your trophies?
Where's your trophies? That is the real question.
Anywho, Rambo got a sweet escape, but like also I want Southampton to go down. So
yeah, but at the same time, I love it for Rambo in terms of actually he transferred literally Saturday against Brentford straight on the team sheet starting.
Did lose.
They did lose, but I'm glad that he's getting game time.
We didn't talk about the Brentford game.
We didn't.
Brentford won 3-1 at Southampton. Southampton fans will be crying in the stands again, like when we last saw that fixture.
And Boomo and Wissa cooking.
Once again. New. That's that. Sorry, Brentford. Right, Nketiah to Palace.
Oh, interesting.
30 million. Not cheap.
Not cheap at all considering it's Nketiah. Right. But that just shows to me that Arsenal, you don't have any plans for Nketiah because you're saying you want a number 9. But you're willing to sell your out and out number 9 in Nketiah. So basically, that just says to me that just says to me you'd rather pay Havertz number 1, and you've got no plans for Nketiah. You just don't think he's good enough.
Of course.
So in that respect, you got to get rid of him then.
Fair enough.
Fair. You can't. At least Arteta's being honest.
Ward-Prowse to Forest
made no sense to me
on a loan deal. I hope they.
You're 29. Why are you still going on loan?
Right. This was.
You're a seasoned
captain,
footballer.
You know? Right.
Why
the downfall of man is crazy.
I'm baffled as to why he's gone on a season-long loan. I don't know if there's an option to buy at the end, but I just found that very bizarre. And to Nottingham Forest,
word.
You've gone down.
I'm confused.
Very bizarre. I feel like there must be more to that story because I just don't. First of all, very random.
Lopetegui must have said
I'm thinking, is there some sort of fallout going on? But then I think, how have you not got James Ward-Prowse in your plans?
Yeah, I'm confused.
I feel like there's more to that story. I feel like something might have fallen out of bed in, in the personal camp. Because that's very random and doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
Edouard to Leicester.
Interesting.
I did say last week who is scoring the goals for Leicester by Jamie Vardy. So maybe Edouard will bag a little
for Leicester. That's good business.
That's great business. I told you about this today. Reece Nelson to Fulham.
It's not a permanent.
No, it's a loan.
It's a loan. I knew that. I
never said it was a permanent.
Again, smart. Nelson and Smith Rowe link up.
Why?
Oh. I respect it though from Arteta because at least Arteta's been honest about what he wants of his team. So
at least they're not getting wasted on the bench.
Exactly. So I can't argue with that. Raz to Arsenal, predictable. He was either going Arsenal or he was going United, one of the two.
I wish he went to United. So he can't rot there. Anywho.
But I don't think he would have gone United because of his City allegiance. And he wanted to stay in London.
It didn't matter when he went to City from Liverpool.
Oh, well, there we go. But
it didn't matter when he went to Chelsea. The whole point, a
lot of people said that though, he said he wanted to be back in London. So you weren't going back up north.
Yeah, fair enough. Breyer went to Everton, which I did not know.
Yep. Well, one thing about Chelsea though, for all the madness, they be shipping out anyone.
They have to, or they're going
to jail.
That's
what I'm saying. They actually do.
It's all loan deals. Sterling, they're paying his
wages. Yeah, of course they are.
50%, I think.
Yeah,
of his wages.
So for all Chelsea's madness, to be fair, they have shipped a lot of people out on loan deals. So
and then
probably to try and manage the squad somewhat.
And then bought in Jadon Sancho.
Interesting.
Makes no sense.
I'm happy for Sancho though.
I love Sancho. So wherever Sancho goes, I'm back in Sancho.
I like Sancho. Yeah, I think
I don't really understand that move because Chelsea literally have 25 wingers.
Literally.
There's so much wingers in that team. I don't like.
They could fill a whole senior under 23 and probably under 18s
with the wingers and
team with the wingers alone that they have.
I'm just confused at who's getting dropped.
Well, that's going to be the question.
I don't even know who starts on the wing.
I don't know who starts Chelsea. Period.
Jackson and Palmer. That's it.
Palmer, and that's about it. Even Jackson is questionable sometimes.
Oh yeah, true. Sometimes they play.
It's Palmer. I don't even know what goalkeeper you start with half the time, let alone anything else. Madness at that club.
That's a lot. Chris Smalling still playing football?
Surely not. I thought he was staff.
He just gone Saudi.
I thought he was in managerial role.
No, he's just gone
Saudi. That first guys. Chris Smalling is still balling and he's going to Saudi.
Chris Smalling is still balling. Lyrics.
Smalling still balling.
So yeah, those are major deadline day transfers. There was nothing really saucy in the EFL that I'm seeing.
I feel like we're missing a major signing.
Let me go back. We're looking through the transfer. Well, I'm looking through the transfers as we speak. Kepa went to Bournemouth.
Random.
Lukaku
also played
went
straight
to
away.
Ogbene went to Ipswich.
That was he again. Got game time straight away in the cup.
That's a good signing.
That's a good signing for them, and I like that because I liked Ogbene at Luton, and I want Ipswich to cook. So I think that's a very good signing.
We talked about Gundo being back.
Mental.
Anderson went to Fulham. Palace Anderson
used to bag me mad fantasy points.
He's a wizard, man. He got thingy sent off in that one game. If you can't tell, I hold a lot of grudges.
She holds football grudges. She'll hold a grudge for 15 years.
Yes, I will.
And it's like, babe, the player won't even be playing at the same club anymore.
Nope.
And they could be in the managerial staff and she'll still hold that grudge. Best believe me.
And what about it?
So do you know what though? It's been a festive window because a lot of Premier League within Premier League movement. Number one,
a lot of
and a lot of
changes,
unexpected. Like there's some stuff that I'm like, I ain't even seen Fabrizio drop this yet. Where's this information coming from? So again, though, another reason why the Premier League is due to be festive because a lot of players out on loan, a lot of loan deals this time.
Yeah, because no one can afford to sign anyone because of PSR, bro. FFP, whatever you want to call it.
Exactly.
The money.
They're transferring though. Interesting.
Well, we have a break now.
So we have international. So we're about to go into international break.
Boring.
I'm a bit upset because you know like when you feel like you're getting momentum, there's nothing
Why
worse
is that
than
international break? It's 3 games in.
But you know how I feel about the international football. It's pathetic. But we are here in terms of international break. The boys have got a chance to recuperate.
Maybe.
Possibly. Depends on what game time they get. Now that the league's back, like compared to Euros, I don't want not one single Liverpool player to be playing any international football. Because why?
Nope.
Like why?
Nope.
No tar.
Listen, don't start Trent. Leave Carsley. Don't start
You couldn't
Trent.
be asked to start him in the Euros. Don't try and start him now. The next minute, you're going to tell me the tweak of this or knock on this. Don't want to hear it. God forbid.
I mean, at least we have Conor Bradley, but like,
it's just not ideal.
Just don't do it.
So
don't start my players. Don't start Gomez. Don't start Trent. Don't start
nobody.
Don't do it before I get agitated.
So that's the thing. So it's international break. It'll be interesting to see because at low-key, I don't want to lose the momentum, but we ain't got no choice. Got to have international break,
unfortunately.
But we've got these Liverpool have got quite a simple run in after the international break. We've got Forest,
smoke them,
and I want to say someone else that's quite doable. Arsenal are coming back to a rough time, mate. Arsenal are coming back to Tottenham. Then they've got, I think, Leipzig. Is it Leipzig?
Oh, Champions League.
In the Champions League, and then they've got City the week. They got City the week after.
Yeah, we've got Forest, man, easy. Champions League is absolutely abysmal.
Terrible.
Abysmal. I'm so mad at the new setup for the Champions League. I can't, like, the rage that I feel talking about the Champions League. Liverpool's draw is a joke. Why?
I'm confused. I'm still confused as to how this draw makes sense. Like, I'm genuinely baffled as to how it works.
So basically,
like, can someone give a breakdown onto how's the format going to work? Like,
so basically, what happens is, so they're not doing group stages. So the group stage is now a league, right? They draw. So it's still pot A, pot B, pot C, whatever. What happens is you draw one team from every pot, including your own, which I didn't know when they did the draw. So I looked at our pot. I thought, oh yes, okay, good pot. I think we had someone hard in our pot. I want to say Madrid or something, and I think we had Madrid in our pot. And then I saw, oh, you draw one team from your own pot. Said,
and of course, it's Madrid.
Damn it. So you play you play 8 games, half home, half away. You play however many teams you play. You play them once. At the end of those games, the top 8 go through automatically.
Right.
The bottom 4, how many is in it? 32. So the top 8 go through, bottom 8 are out. Middle 16 play a knockout stage.
Right.
Whoever wins those games goes through, and it goes straight to round of 16.
Right, makes sense. So interesting to see how this new format
from round of
works
16
out.
it continues as normal.
It's like a mini Super League, which is what they were trying to do in the first place.
Yeah, but it's like with illegal qualifications.
Scandals. They're just scandalous. UEFA.
Liverpool's group. Liverpool's running is Madrid at home.
Oh my God! Why do they want to torture us with Madrid early doors?
Every time.
Like, just give us a chance.
At least if we lose the Madrid game, we could possibly win all the other games.
Possibly.
Madrid at home. Leipzig away.
Tough.
Leverkusen at home.
Tough.
AC Milan away.
Xabi's coming home.
Oh, God forbid. I'm scared. Lille at home. Eindhoven away. Bologna at home. Girona away.
So for me, the only ones that I would really is the Leipzig, Madrid, and the Leverkusen.
That's stressing my spirit. And people are trying to say, that PSG have the hardest draw.
Absolutely not.
They have City at home, Bayern away, Atleti at home, Arsenal away, Eindhoven at home, Salzburg away, Girona at home, and Stuttgart away. Saying that now, that's not nice.
That is actually terrible. That is worse than Liverpool's. That is a bad draw.
Do you know, because we got saved with the Bologna and the Lille.
Yeah.
They've got Salzburg and Stuttgart. Not good.
Both do that. Yeah, that is right.
And of course, Man City have a pathetic draw.
Of course, because Man City are just,
Inter at home, PSG away, Club Brugge at home, Juve away, Feyenoord at home, Lisbon away, Sparta Prague at home, Slovan Bratislava away.
That is literally the easiest.
They have the easiest draw.
Easiest draw by far.
They have the easiest draw. Yeah, absolutely, they have the easiest draw. Not Celtic being in there.
Banter.
Not Celtic's first game being Villa.
Oh, festive.
Yeah, man.
But guys, so we will be back next week
We'll be back for fantasy chat.
We'll be back for fantasy chat because we need to discuss fantasy chat with you.
I'm literally like biting at my fingers to not talk about fantasy after every
because it's just
fixture.
Like takes over our whole life.
I check fantasy every day. There's a lot of money on the line in fantasy.
It is,
man.
like our league's mad. So we will be back next episode with an episode dedicated purely to fantasy football. So we will see you there. Be there or be square.
Yeah, make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you drop a DM. Make sure you vote in our polls. We do polls now.
We do polls now because we want to get you guys involved. We want to see what you want to hear.
Make sure you
please send us suggestions. Thank you for all the love on the first episode. We love you.
Make sure you follow the YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you follow the Instagram so you never miss anything. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Adios.
Peace up.
A-Town.